Welcome to the Crookston High School Gymnasium as we have Crookston Pirate Volleyball on the air as they get ready to take on the Climax-Fisher Knights. We call it the friendly rivalry. The preliminary games have wrapped up, and we can tell you that the C Squad and JV matches both belong to the Climax-Fisher Knights as they were both 2-0 in those two matches. So C Squad and JV, Climax-Fisher won 2-0, and now it's the varsity. Crookston getting ready to take on Climax-Fisher. They are honoring the seniors on the team for the Crookston Pirates. Seniors Emily Bowman, Mackenzie Funk, Carly Knudsen, who unfortunately is at home sick, and Joey Nesseth, along with McKenna Kopecky and Naomi Johnson, the seniors on the Pirate Volleyball squad. We had a chance to talk with both head coaches. We'll have those interviews coming up here in our Riverview Health pre-match show. We'll also take a look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update and a whole lot more. That's all going to be coming up as we continue the Riverview Health pregame show on KROX.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
This is Lindsay Erdman, Executive Director at Benedictine Living Community of Crookston. It is our privilege to serve the Crookston community and the surrounding area by offering a continuum of care ranging from assisted living, skilled nursing care, memory care, short-term stay and rehab, and outpatient therapy, including physical, occupational, and speech therapy. We also offer many employment opportunities with great benefits, on-site daycare, and a scholarship program. Contact us today at 218-281-34.org.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
softball,
baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis,
golf,
volleyball,
crap shooting, hockey,
basketball,
wrestling.
So we have a lot of sports.
And there is
orchestra,
band,
choir,
visual arts,
speech, theater,
Leo Club.
And Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is
my education destination.
With the fall season right around the corner, Grove Mechanical in Crookston is ready to prepare you for winter. They suggest having your heating system serviced regularly to keep things running smoothly. A skilled technician will clean and service your heating equipment to ensure safe and efficient operation. It's never too early to get ready for the upcoming winter season. Before the cold sets in, call Grove Mechanical today, your hometown heating and cooling professionals. Give them a call, 218-281-3863, or visit their website, grovemech.com.
For all of your automotive service needs, call Christian Brothers Ford here in Crookston. We have a service team to handle all of your vehicle's needs. Does your vehicle pull to the right or left? Call and schedule an alignment today. Proper alignment saves gas and wear on your tires. We're here to take care of your vehicle repairs and maintenance. Call Christopher or Jersey in the service department at 281-1338. Make an appointment today with the service department at Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, where we make it easy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Angie Smith, optometrist at the Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic. We aim to provide high-quality products to our patients, things that we use ourselves in treating our own dry eye or coatings that we like to use on our own glasses.
We offer myopia control contact lenses for children, which are soft contacts that not only correct their vision, but are designed to slow the progression of their nearsightedness.
The eyes lead the body, and we are passionate about helping the eyes be safer, sharper, and faster.
Crookston Valley Cooperative in Crookston is your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering the products and services that you've come to expect. Crookston Valley Cooperative specializes in seed, chemical, and fertilizers that you need to keep your farm operation growing. For expert advice you can rely on, give Sean, Mike, or Matt a call at 281-1178 today or stop by at Crookston Valley Cooperative, located at 1122 Fairfax Avenue in Crookston. Crookston Valley Co-op, here to keep you growing.
Welcome to Andy Oman State Farm. We're located on 423 North Broadway, next to Holiday in Crookston, Minnesota. Third generation agent with State Farm. We've got a team here with over 75 years of experience, 6 of us fully licensed, here to serve you. We know insurance is about a promise, and we're here from the beginning to throughout the whole process to deliver on that promise.
Nobody likes to wait on hold, and neither do we. Give our office a call where a cheerful voice is ready to help you right away. Call 218-281-3643.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Minnesota, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley with a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care.
The team at Riverview Health is getting stronger to serve you better. Riverview Health is pleased to welcome orthopedic surgeon Dr. Brennan Smith. Dr. Smith specializes in joint replacements and sports medicine. Dr. Smith is now seeing patients at Riverview Clinic in Crookston, East Grand Forks, and Thief River Falls. You know you'll be in good hands with Riverview Health when you need specialized care. For appointments, call 218-281-9595.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at GoHugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
And welcome back to the Riverview Health pregame show on KROX as we had a chance to talk with both head coaches. And we're going to get Coach, I'm hoping we're going to have Coach Slate here of the Climax-Fisher Knights, and my battery went dead. I realized it when we went to go interview Coach Katie Morgan, who was our second interview of the day, and I went to the red light wasn't on, and I said, okay, this isn't good. So I am switching batteries, and we'll try to get Coach Slate's interview on here in just a moment. Of course, Climax-Fisher, they have had, if you're not familiar, if you're a Pirate fan and don't know, that they're without their top player, Peyton Hoffman, the freshman. She tore her ACL earlier this year, and she'll be having surgery on that. So she is going to miss volleyball. Well, the rest, obviously, half of the volleyball season, then she'll miss basketball as well. Tough injury for one of the top young athletes in not only Northwest Minnesota, but across the state as well. So they've learned to maybe adjust on the fly without her.
3.
We continue the Riverview Health Pre-Match Show on KROX as we talk with the head coach of the Climax-Fisher Knights, Coach Brenda Slight. And Coach, you're coming in, and all things considered, having a pretty solid year with injuries and everything else.
I think so. The girls are playing well here now at the end of the season, and they've been really bonding and kind of been on the same page, and that's what you want to see from your team at the end of each season. So I'm just proud of them for, overcoming many things this year with, injuries, sicknesses, and we've had a lot of them here at the end of the year. So yeah. And with losing a player like Peyton, who's, such a strong player, obviously at the net, kills and blocks, everything else, I'm sure it took a while for the team to adjust to playing without her. Absolutely. That obviously is something that you never want to happen to a team, a kid like Peyton going down. But the girls have adjusted. It's taken, some of them different roles this year that they didn't think that they were going to have. We're playing different people. But I do think the girls have adjusted well. Peyton's that strong presence still from the sideline. She shows those leadership skills every night, and she's still telling middle hitters where to put the ball, telling them where to serve the ball. So, she's kind of like a little assistant on the sidelines. But, the team is doing well. They want to do well, and I think every night they show up to do their best.
Who has stepped up for you in her absence?
Lucy Paulsrud, she's kind of that all-around player that you can rely on her in the back row, the front row. She's been a consistent, ever since I brought her up. Brooklyn Hoffman, 7th grader, she's kind of stepped into that role of her sisters, and she's leading us in kills this year, but she's a strong kid as well, so I think she's had to make up some of the difference. Claire Erickson also, she's a strong hitter for us. She's got more kills this year than she did last year, and she's doing some really great things at the net. Kinley Carenta, this is her first year, consistently seen. She was only a setter last year for us, but, she played some spring ball and she's got some hitting in, so she's been hitting a little bit from the middle and the left, and those have been showing some good numbers as well. So, hitting-wise, those are probably the top 4 hitters this year for me that have made, that absence of Peyton not so horrible, but it's just any given night it can be anybody.
And your team is still very young.
We are very young, and I think they're learning and they're growing every single day. And I would say that the chemistry is coming around now at the end of the year. In the beginning, I think they kind of just looked at each other to see who was going to lead and who was going to speak up. But I think each and every one of, our setters, Anna Nesvig and Kinley, they do a good job, vocally out there. But overall, I just think that we're playing our better volleyball right now, and I hope that we can continue.
Before I ask you about the health of the team, let's talk about the first Peyton. How is she doing, and how are her spirits?
Peyton's a very positive and strong kid. Her spirits are down a little bit, but she'll never show you that. She's going to push herself. She's going to do what she needs to do to be ready for next season. She won't take any time off. And we're looking at potentially surgery here, so she's got to get her mind reset on that. And she was pushing herself to play, but her knee is just not agreeing with her mind and her heart. So we got to do what's best for her, and we just got to get her prepared for next year.
How about the health of the rest of the team?
There's a flu bug going around, lots of kids with colds, kids sitting out from practice or not coming to practice. So I'm hoping that we get through that this week, and with playoffs next week, we get done with it before that happens. But for the most part, most of them got through it last week, and there's just a fefew going through it this week.
You get ready to take on Crookston, a team that's struggled to even win a set this year. Coming in, obviously, your girls know a lot about them, both personally and as far as volleyball goes. But what do you know about them?
I tell the girls every single night, you never know who you're going to play. You never know who's going to show up. You never know who's going to be ready. So we go in every single game with an open mind, you got to do this, we got to do this, we got to do this. They could do this, they could do that. So I think, I don't want our girls to underestimate anything because, Crookston hasn't won a set. I think we're going in, it's a state tournament game, and we're going to play the best we can, and it doesn't matter who you play, you just got to play.
And it is, I call it a friendly rivalry. It's, I think, for bragging rights more than anything, so both teams are going to be really trying to get after it here.
Absolutely, and that's why I told the girls don't take any game lightly. And I don't think they do. I really think they're very focused and positive, and they really don't think about who they played. They just want to play volleyball.
And obviously, when you win, it's a little more fun.
Absolutely, and I hope we come out with the W.
Coach, thanks for talking. To raise the full $400,000. And that was the head coach of the Climax-Fisher Knights, Coach Brenda Slight. And you could hear where the battery was running out there at the end where it skipped a little bit. But again, Coach Slight, her team is 10-13 on the season. The Crookston Pirates, they're 0-16, looking to win their first match, but also looking to win their first set of the season. We'll hear from the head coach of the Crookston Pirates, Coach Katie Morgan, and her pre-match comments going to be coming up right after this.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
This is Lindsay Erdman, Executive Director at Benedictine Living Community of Crookston. It is our privilege to serve the Crookston community and the surrounding area by offering a continuum of care ranging from assisted living, skilled nursing care, memory care, short-term stay and rehab, and outpatient therapy, including physical, occupational, and speech therapy. We also offer many employment opportunities with great benefits, on-site daycare, and a scholarship program. Contact us today at 218-281-3424 or benedictinecrookston.org.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
softball,
baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis,
golf, volleyball,
trap shooting,
hockey,
basketball,
wrestling.
So we have a lot of sports.
and there is
orchestra,
Band.
choir,
visual arts,
Speech.
theater,
Leo Club.
and Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is my education destination.
With the fall season right around the corner, Grove Mechanical in Crookston is ready to prepare you for winter. They suggest having your heating system serviced regularly to keep things running smoothly. A skilled technician will clean and service your heating equipment to ensure safe and efficient operation. It's never too early to get ready for the upcoming winter season. Before the cold sets in, call Grove Mechanical today, your hometown heating and cooling professionals. Give them a call, 218-281-3863, or visit their website, grovemech.com.
For all of your automotive service needs, call Christian Brothers Ford here in Crookston. We have a service team to handle all of your vehicle's needs. Does your vehicle pull to the right or left? Call and schedule an alignment today. Proper alignment saves gas and wear on your tires. We're here to take care of your vehicle repairs and maintenance. Call Christopher or Jersey in the service department at 281-1338. Make an appointment today with the service department at Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, where we make it easy.
We continue the Riverview Health pre-match show on KROX as we talk with the head coach of the Crookston Pirates, Coach Katie Morgan. And Coach, coming off a very busy week last week, you had 3 matches, and it sounds like you played maybe your best match of the season against Norma County Eastfield and Hitterdall. Bad news is it sounds like they did too.
Yeah, for sure. It was, the last couple weeks have been a grind. We had 3 games, 2 weeks ago, 3 games last week, along with homecoming. And then 2 back-to-back games this week. So these last 3 weeks, they're going to be a grind. And but the girls, I think, played so well on last Thursday, and it was so fun to see them, excited for every single play, hustling after everything. And it was a really fun atmosphere because East played really well as well. So the gym was really loud, and it was just fun being in a set.
What did you do so well in the match that had you right there?
I think we were just completely focused the whole time. We were passing really well. Our setters were able to just kind of stay where they're supposed to be, and our hitters, we really focused on that on Wednesday, as hitters getting off the net and being ready to hit. And I think that transitioned into the match on Thursday, and that was great to see.
Now you get ready, a little slower week. You only have 2 matches, but they're both today, and then tomorrow you go to Roseau. But you take on Climax-Fisher, and what do you know about them?
Yeah, and like you said, it's be slower, but the girls are, the end of the year, we always do our 3-on-3 tournament. So Wednesday, Thursday, they're probably more excited for that than our actual matches, which is great to see. They're excited to come to practice and all that. But yeah, Climax-Fishers, I think they're going to be pretty scrappy. They're going to have, a few really smart front row players. So I think our defense is really going to have to be on our toes, ready to move.
How big would it be for the girls, the coaching staff, to get the first win tonight?
Oh, I think it'd be huge, especially because it's senior night as well. We have such great seniors. All 6 of them have done such great things for our program. They're so fun to be around. They're just a wonderful group of girls. So yeah, I think it'd be super fun to get a win for them. And, I think there's going to be a good crowd tonight with the chili feed too. Hopefully some people will stick around and watch.
Can you narrow it down to 2 or 3 keys for a Pirate victory tonight?
Yeah, I think keeping just our energy really high, staying focused the whole time, and then just doing our job.
Coach, thanks for talking with us. Best of luck.
Thank you.
And that is the head coach of the Crookston Pirates, Coach Katie Morgan. We thank her for talking with us here in the Riverview Health pre-match show. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Take a look at the starting lineups. Also have our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. All that and more is going to be coming up as we continue the Riverview Health pre-match show on KROX.
Hi, I'm Dr. Angie Smith, optometrist at the Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic. We aim to provide high-quality products to our patients, things that we use ourselves in treating our own dry eye or coatings that we like to use on our own glasses. We offer myopia control contact lenses for children, which are soft contacts that not only correct their vision, but are designed to slow the progression of their nearsightedness.
The eyes lead the body, and we are passionate about helping the eyes be safer, sharper, and faster.
Crookston Valley Cooperative in Crookston is your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering the products and services that you've come to expect. Crookston Valley Cooperative specializes in seed, chemical, and fertilizers that you need to keep your farm operation growing. For expert advice you can rely on, give Sean, Mike, or Matt a call at 281-1178 today or stop by at Crookston Valley Cooperative, located at 1122 Fairfax Avenue in Crookston. Crookston Valley Co-op, here to keep you growing.
Welcome to Andy Ullman State Farm. We're located on 423 North Broadway, next to Holiday in Crookston, Minnesota. Third generation agent with State Farm. We've got a team here with over 75 years of experience, 6 of us fully licensed, here to serve you. We know insurance is about a promise, and we're here from the beginning to throughout the whole process to deliver on that promise.
Nobody likes to wait on hold, and neither do we. Give our office a call where a cheerful voice is ready to help you right away. Call 218-281-3643.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Minnesota, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
And welcome back to the Riverview Health pre-match show on KROX as we take a look at the starting lineups. And the starting lineups before each and every local game that we carry are brought to you by Napa Crookston Welding and Machine. For all your automotive needs, stop by Napa Crookston Welding and Machine. They have what you need, and make sure your battery will start the first time every time. Buy a Legend battery from Napa Crookston Welding and Machine. Well, first for the visiting team on the scoreboard, the 10-13 Climax-Fisher Knights. They're going to go like this. The setter will be Danica Model, a senior. Then they'll have Kinley Carenta, a freshman. Lucy Paulsrud, a sophomore. Anna Nesbeg, a junior. Autumn Flayton, a senior. Brooklyn Hoffman, a 7th grader. And the libero will be Kaya Parkin, a senior. It'll be Model, Carenta, Paulsrud, Nesbeg, Flayton, Hoffman, and Parkin. The starting lineups with the libero included as well. For the Crookston Pirates, they'll go like this. The starting setter will be Mechanical Pecky, a 5'3 senior. Also, Mackenzie Funk, a 5'8 senior. Rylan Abel, a 5'6 freshman. Joey Nesseth, a 5'8 senior. Maddie Abrams, a 5'6 freshman. Abigail Bruley, a 5'7 freshman. And the libero will be Emily Bowman, a 5'3 senior. That is a look at the starting lineups brought to you by Napa, Crookston Welding and Machine. And before, well, we got this little colder weather right now. And we will get back to about average temperatures, maybe a little above here the rest of the week. But we know winter's not far away. And if you make sure you get one of those Legend batteries from Napa Crookston Welding and Machine, and make sure that car starts all winter long. Well, we're going to take one more. Well, let's keep it here and take a look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. Draft Sports Bar and Grill. Check out that new menu that they have. They have a wide variety of items, including soups, salads, chili, appetizers, entrees, sandwiches, wraps, tacos, pastas, burgers, and desserts. Takeouts and catering are available, and they have a room that's available for parties and special celebrations. Give them a call at 218-281-1183, or you can order online at draftsportsbar.com. And they open Tuesday through Sunday at 11 a.m. That's Draft Sports Bar and Grill in Crookston. The scores that we have so far for you here today, the preliminary matches and the C squad, it was a 2-0 score. Climax-Fisher came away with the victory, and in the JV match, it was 2-0 as well. So we'll take a break. We'll be back, and we will have the first serve. That is going to be coming up as they're going to have the national anthem, but it's Climax-Fisher, 10-13 on the year, taking on the Crookston Pirates, who are 0-16. First serve coming up next right here on KROX.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley with a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small-town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care.
The team at Riverview Health is getting stronger to serve you better. Riverview Health is pleased to welcome orthopedic surgeon Dr. Brennan Smith. Dr. Smith specializes in joint replacements and sports medicine. Dr. Smith is now seeing patients at Riverview Clinic in Crookston, East Grand Forks, and Thief River Falls. You know you'll be in good hands with Riverview Health when you need specialized care. For appointments, call 218-281-9595.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at gohugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
And welcome back to the Crookston High School Gymnasium as we are about ready to get this match underway. It's senior night, and it looks like the Pirates in their last home match of the season, they're throwing out handfuls of candy to the student body, and they are fighting for it, as you would imagine. So the Yeah, they've got 2 handfuls of candy, each girl, and then they're throwing it into the student body, which has been pretty solid. It's the one constant most matches when there isn't a lot going on with as far as soccer and obviously tennis. They're heading, actually they're over in Grand Forks right now. They were leaving a little bit ago to practice over at Choice Fitness. They're getting ready for the state tournament where they are heading back to state for the 2nd year in a row after a 4-3 win over Staples Motley on Friday. And Pirate Tennis, they will play Tuesday and Wednesday down at Reed Sweat Tennis Center just outside of downtown Minneapolis. A great facility there. And KROX, of course, we will be there. And we will have we'll have reports, interviews, of course, pictures, and the story on our website as well. But be listening for that next week. So now we're ready to go. Might be one of the longest pre-matches that we've done this year. It's Jersey night for the student body. Obviously a fantastic crowd for on the Climax-Fisher side. And a very good student body. Nothing else going on tonight. No other sports, so a very good student body. Of course, usually the student body is 99% student athletes of other sports that are there to cheer on the Pirates, their fellow classmates and fellow student athletes. And we're about ready to go. The Pirates, for those listening on the radio, they're in the navy blue uniforms with the white numbers. Pirates in yellow across the back. Crookston across the front of the chest right above the number. Climax-Fisher in their black shorts with the white jersey tops, the black numbers, and they have the silver trim. And we are ready to go. Danica Model going to serve it up for the Pirates, going to left to right. The serve is across, going to be taken by Nesseth. That's passed back to Abrams in the back row. Now she gets it over to Abel, and Abel bumps it across. Now the Knights will set it up, and hitting it across is Hoffman. Now we go back. The Pirates, that'll be Abrams, and Abrams hits it down for the kill. It's a 1-0 lead for Crookston. Kill of the match, obviously. Now ready to serve will be Abrams. Aaron Bruley and Abel, 3 freshmen in the starting lineup. Pirate volleyball, they're taking their lumps this year. Now a set goes to Peyton Hoffman, and she hits one down into the back row. The leader in kills this season is Peyton Hoffman. And she gets the kill to tie it up at 1 apiece. 1-1, we're all tied up here in set number 1. Now ready to serve for the Knights. Getting it across will be Carenta, and that's going to be in there for an ace. Kinley Carenta serves up an ace for the Knights, and it's a 2-1 lead for Climax-Fisher. Carenta ready again. Her serve. Taken in the back row, this time by Nesseth. Up to Abel. She'll bump it over to Bowman. She bumps it across. Free ball here for the Knights. It'll be set up over to the far side, and that'll be to Tegan Johnson, the sophomore. She hits it down for the kill. It's a 3-1 lead for Climax-Fisher. So Tegan Johnson, who just checked in, she gets a kill. Serving again will be Carenta. Line drive serve taken by Nesseth. Passed over to Abel. Back to Nesseth. She'll hit it way too far out of bounds. 4-1. Climax-Fisher with the lead. Well, the Knights, they started a senior, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, 7th grader. Off the bench, they have several sophomores, junior, and sophomores and juniors off the bench. Now the Knights hit one down again. 5-1 lead after the kill for Tegan Johnson again. 5-1. Serve across, taken by Nesseth, passed up to Bowman. Now over to Kopecky. She gets it across, and the Knights diving down, getting it across, but it goes out of bounds as Corinta. And Crookston will stop the 5-0 run as they get the point. Nice play by Kopecky with the cat-like reflexes there, able to get her hand underneath it and punch it up and over. Now the serve for Funk. She gets it across. It's going to be passed over to the far side to Johnson. She hits into the back row, played by Funk, and that's going to go in. That'll be a kill again for Johnson. She has 3 kills already in the match. She has half of the night points. 6-2 is the score. Now serving. The Peyton Schroeder, the right-hand serve is across. Going to be taken, Kopecky. Now over to Nesseth. She'll hit it over. Free ball here for the Knights. They'll set it up to Hoffman. She hits it into the net. 6-3. Hoffman hit into the net. 6-3. Climax-Fisher with the lead. Crookston serving. It'll be Kopecky. She's ready. Hits it across. Going to be played in the back row. Passed up to the setter Corinta, who has taken over the setting duties for this moment. And then a set over to Lucy Paulsrud, the sophomore. Fantastic player. 7-3 as Paulsrud gets the kill. A lot of great young talent out here on this court. Now it'll be Hoffman. Peyton serving it across. Hobble to Kopecky. Now to Bruley, and Bruley, there's another freshman. She hits it down for the Pirates. She gets her first kill. And it's now a 7-4 deficit for Crookston. Serving will be Nesseth as we'll have a substitution for the Pirates. Lana Peterson will check out, another freshman. Checking in will be a sophomore and Abrams. Now it'll be set up to Bruley, and it's going to be blocked. Or excuse me, it was Paulsrud blocked by Bruley, and Bruley with back-to-back kills. It's now 7-5, Crookston trailing by 2. Nice play by Bruley. Timed that block perfectly. Now the serve is going to be across, taken by Hoffman. Passed up over to Nesbig. Now it'll be set up to Paulsrud. She hits it down. The Pirates, Funk was able to dig it out, but it shot straight forward, and they weren't able to do much after that. And we'll give credit for the kill there to Paulsrud. 8-5, Climax-Fisher leading. Now the serve for Nesbig. High floating serve taken in the back row. It'll be passed up to Kopecky, and a double hit's going to be called on the set. 9-5, Climax-Fisher leading. Serving again will be Nesbig. She's ready. And the serve going to be taken by Abrams. Passed up to Kopecky. Now back set over to Abel. Abel hits it too far. Out of bounds. Now just like that, it's a 10-5 lead for Climax-Fisher. 10-5 is the score. Now the serve goes into the net. Nesbig a little too low. 10-6, Crookston trailing by 4. That'll be Bowman serving for Crookston. Her serve going to be taken by Hoffman, and then scrambling for it and getting it across will be the Knights. That'll be Model. She bumps it over. Now the Pirates on the attack. It's going to be Funk. She hits it into the back row, diving down as Nesbig to dig it out. And now we're going to have a double hit called again on the Pirates. 11-6 the score. Serving now will be Paulsrud. Checking out of the match for Climax-Fisher is going to be Flayton. Now the serve taken by Nesseth, passed up to Kopecky. Now it'll be bumped across by Funk. Playing it as Hoffman to Paulsrud. Great hustle by Paulsrud. Now bumping it over will be Climax-Fisher. What a great play. That was Johnson. Now it's going to be set up to Abrams. She goes cross court, hammers it down for the kill. Well, the Pirates had Climax-Fisher scrambling, and Abrams placed it perfectly in the far corner cross court, and she gets the kill. Abrams with her second kill of the match. 11-7, Crookston trailing. It'll be Abel serving. It's going to be taken by the Knights. Passed up now from the back row, and just sneaking it in will be Peyton. Or excuse me, not Peyton, it's Brooklyn Hoffman. So that'll be a kill for Brooklyn, the 7th grader. It's now 12-7. She hit it from the back row, leaped and placed it perfectly. The bottom dropped out right before it was going to go out of bounds and landed in play. Now the serve across for a model, going to be taken by the Pirates. Abel will set it up to Kopecky. She'll just tap it across. Free ball here for the Knights. They're going to set it up near side and hitting it into the middle. That was Schroeder. Or excuse me, that was Peyton Schroeder. Now the Knights will hit it right back. That's going to be Tegan Johnson. Or excuse me, that's Kinley Carinta. 2 out of 9. Kinley Carinta. I know who they are anyway, but just getting that habit of looking at numbers. 13-7 after the kill by Carinta. Pirates take the serve receive. Again, the pass is way off the mark. It goes into the mid-row, and then just sneaking it across is Brooklyn Hoffman. And it's now 14-7. Brooklyn with another kill. Pirates have struggled all season long with the serve receive and the pass off the serve receive. Now the serve is going to go Bowman. She'll set it back just inside the three-point line to Abel. She gets it up to Funk, and she has to tap it across. Now it'll be bumped over. Taken by Abel to Bowman to Abrams. Abrams, her attack is dug out by Paulsrud, and then hitting it into the back row, just placing it perfectly. Again is Carinta. She has another kill. So Carinta gets the kill. It's now 15-7. And the serve for Model. Oh, boy, she put way too much behind that. We knew that was out of here as soon as she hit it. So that goes out of bounds. 15-8 is the score. Now ready to serve is going to be Abrams. And the serve goes into the net. So the serve goes in the net. We'll have a substitution. Checking out will be Nesvig, and checking in will be Johnson. So back-to-back service errors. Now the serve by the Knights, taken by Peterson up to Abel. Abel, her pass goes too far. Right there is Hoffman, and Brooklyn hammers it right back for the kill. 17-8 is the score. Climax-Fisher leading, trying to make it double figures here. Serving will be Carinta. Her serve going to be taken by Bowman. Pass back to Peterson in the back row, bumped up to Funk. Now she'll have to bump it across. Free ball for the Knights. It's going to be Carinta passing it up to Hoffman, and Hoffman just taps it over for another kill. Back-to-back kills for Brooklyn Hoffman, and Crookston wants a timeout. We'll take one as well, as the Knights have built their first double-digit lead. They lead by a score of 18-8 in the first set. We'll take a break. We'll be back on KROX Radio right after this. We'll just... Welcome back to the Crookston High School Gymnasium as the Climax-Fisher Knights. It was back and forth early on. It was a 7-5 score after a Abigail Bruley kill and an Abigail Bruley block. But since then, it's been an 11-3 run for the Climax-Fisher Knights. Now ready to serve will be Carinta. Carinta hits it into the back row. It's going to be Abel passing it up over to Funk. Funk hits it off the top of the net, skips it across, and now it'll be Parkin for the Knights. Gets it over to Paulsrud. She bumps it over. Free ball for the Pirates, but the set goes back to the 10-foot line, and Nesseth will hit it across. And now it's going to be passed over the near side. Nesseth to Funk, and she'll hit it too far out of bounds. And it's now a 19-8 score. 19-8 is the score. As you can tell, video cameras are like moss to a flame. We just attract people walking right in front of our cameras. Now the set for the Knights going to be set up over, well, it gets across. Peterson over to Abel, now to Nesseth, and she mishits it. 20-8 is the score. Crookston with a miss hit. Now the line drive serve is across, taken by Bowman. Now it'll be passed back to Bowman from Kopecky. Knights. Paulsrud going to set it up over to Johnson. She hits into the back row. Bowman digs it out, and her pass goes off the fingertips of Funk. And that will be a passing error on Crookston. 21-8, 4 points away from taking a 1-0 lead are the Climax-Fisher Knights. Now the serve, that's going to be in there for an ace for Climax-Fisher. And Corinta with another ace, 22-8. Now the line drive serve taken by Peterson to Abel. Now to Nesseth. Nesseth will tap it across. Going to be taken by Hoffman. Hoffman gets it back on the set from Corinta. It's blocked by Nesseth. Still on the Knights side. Paulsrud will hit it across. Taken by Abel to Funk. Funk gets it over to Kopecky. She'll hit it into the back row. Taken by Parkin. Up to Corinta. Now to Johnson. Johnson hits it into the back row. Digging it out is Bowman. Right back to the Knights side. And then a heads-up play by Corinta. On the second attempt, she passes it right over to the middle of the floor. It's a 23-8 lead for Climax-Fisher. Corinta going to serve. And are they going to give a point to Crookston? So it's because the person serving was the attacker. So that'll be a point. 22-9 is the score. Now the attack, or the serve is across for the Pirates, and we're going to have a double hit. That a double hit for Climax-Fisher, and it's now 22-10. Funk ready. Serve taken by Parkin in the back row. Passed up to Corinton, over to Johnson. Johnson with the attack, sneaks it along the far sideline for the kill. 23-10. After another Johnson kill. Now serving will be Peyton Schroeder, the sophomore. Schroeder ready. She gets it across, going to be taken by Peterson, passed up to Abel, now over to Bruley. Bruley has it blocked, and they're going to call a lift on the Pirates. Great job by Johnson. It's now 24-10, serving for set point, and set number one are the Knights of Climax-Fisher. They get it across, the pass by Peterson, taken by Abel, now back to Nessa, she taps it over. It's going to be a setup at the net, and tapping it up over the blocker for Climax-Fisher is Paulsrud, and Climax-Fisher wins set number one by a score of 25-10. Again, was Paulsrud with a nice, she was just floating in the air, tapped it up over the Pirate blocker, and was able to get the kill, and Climax-Fisher wins set number one, 25-10. We'll take a break. We'll be back. We'll have set number two coming up right after this timeout on KROX.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley with a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care.
The team at Riverview Health is getting stronger to serve you better. Riverview Health is pleased to welcome orthopedic surgeon Dr. Brennan Smith. Dr. Smith specializes in joint replacements and sports medicine. Dr. Smith is now seeing patients at Riverview Clinic in Crookston, East Grand Forks, and Thief River Falls. You know you'll be in good hands with Riverview Health when you need specialized care. For appointments, call 218-281-9595.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at gohugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
And welcome back as we're ready to start set number 2. As the Pirates will serve right to left as we look down at the court. They get it across. Knights hit it right back. Abel over to Nesseth and now to Abrams. She'll have to bump it across. It'll be a Model setting it up. Goes to Carenta. She hits it down for a kill. So Carenta picking up right where she left off. That's a 1-0 lead for Climax-Fisher. Ready as Model to serve. She'll get it across, taken by Bowman. Up to Abel, now over to Naomi Johnson, who's playing for the first time, and her attack goes too far. And it's a 2-0 lead for Climax-Fisher. Now the serve for Model. It hits off the hand of Bowman. And it's now a 3-0 lead. That'll be an ace for Model. Model serving again. And the serve, taken in the back row. Abel passes it to Funk. Funk gets it across, but it's dug out. And then Hoffman will hit it behind her. She had her back to the net and was able to get it across. And now Paulsrud will hit it right back over. The Pirates with it. It's going to be Bowman to Nesseth. Nesseth off to the Knight side. Hoffman tried to set it up over to the far side to Carenta, but she wasn't able to get it as the pass went into the net, and it's a 3-1 lead for Climax-Fisher as Crookston gets their first point. Serving will be Abrams. Ready? The serve taken in the back row by Paulsrud. Now it'll be passed over to Hoffman. Hoffman hits it off a blocker out of bounds, and it'll be a kill for Hoffman. 4-1, Climax-Fisher of the lead. Abrams will check out. Peterson will check in for Crookston. Now ready to serve will be Carenta. It's going to be taken by Nesseth. Her pass goes right back to the net. There to hammer it back is Peyton Schroeder. 5-1. Again, the Pirates, their struggles on the serve receive and the passing off the serve receive have been a struggle all season long, and this is more of the case here in this match. Now it'll be Nesseth. There's the passing that they're looking for more often. Set it up to Nesseth. She's able to hit it down for the kill. 5-2, Crookston trailing. Abigail Bruley play the front row now. As Bowman will check out. Funk ready to serve. It's a cross, going to be taken by Paulsrud. To Corinta, now to Hoffman. She taps it, and they're going to call a Pirate in the net. It's a 6-2 lead for Climax-Fisher. Now the serve, taken by Johnson. Passed up to Abel, now to Bruley. Bruley with a big swing, and then the pass up to Hoffman. Goes over her fingertips into the net, and that'll be a point for Crookston. So a passing error for Climax-Fisher. Mechanical Pecky will check in for Crookston, replacing Johnson. Naomi Johnson, one of those two-sport athletes. Also played soccer. The girls' soccer season came to an end last Thursday, so she's just volleyball here for the final week and a half. Now the Pirates on the attack. They'll set it up to Bruley. Bruley hits it into the back row. Not able to dig it out is Parkin, and Abigail Bruley with the kill. That is her third of the match. Crookston trailing 6-4. And the Pirates without probably their top player, Emma LaPlante, who is also a member of the state-bound Pirate girls tennis team. They're practicing tonight over at Choice Fitness, and obviously she's putting all her focus on a trip to state for tennis. So I don't think Emma will be playing here the rest of the season because they'll play next Tuesday and Wednesday. Wednesday is the first round of the 8AA. Next Wednesday, that is. Now the serve, the Pirates not able to handle it, and it's now an 8-4 lead for Climax-Fisher as Hoffman gets the ace. Hoffman ready to serve again. She'll hit it across, taken by Funk. Her pass goes into the net. We'll call that an ace, 9-4. Hoffman will serve again. Now Hoffman serves it into the net. And we'll have a substitution. Ready to serve will be Nesseth. Nesseth serve. Going to be taken in the back row by Flayton. Passed up to Nesvig and then tapped over by Paulsrud. It'll be set up now to Bruley. Bruley has it blocked by Paulsrud. It's now 10-5. Paulsrud gets the block for the kill. Now serving will be Nesvig. She gets it across, and that's going to be in there for an ace. Nesbig with a big smile looks over at Coach Slight. I think it clipped the top of the net. I was looking through the camera trying to get a picture of the serve receive, but pretty positive it clipped the top of the net. Now the Abel, she's going to try to go cross court for Crookston. That's going to go out of bounds. That's now a 12-5 lead for Climax-Fisher, and Crookston wants a timeout. We'll take one on KROX radio as well. 12-5 the score in the second set. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this. Well, after the timeout, Climax-Fisher with the ball on their side. It's going to be set up, and it's blocked by Abel, but they're going to say the block went out of bounds, so it'll be a point for Climax-Fisher. Now 13-5, Climax-Fisher leading. Now the serve taken by the Pirates. It'll be Abel bumping across, free ball here. It's going to be set up in the middle, hitting it big off a blocker, and down for the kill will be Carenta, 14-5. Carenta with a big swing and gets the kill. Now ready to serve again will be Nesvig. She hits it into the back row, taken by Nesseth, up to Bruley, back to Nesseth. She'll tap it over. Free ball for the Knights. They'll set it up over to Paulsrud. She just punches it across. Nesseth over to Kopecky. Now hitting it into the net will be Abrams. And it's a 15-5 lead for Climax-Fisher. Nesvig ready again. Taken by Abrams on the serve. Now it'll be passed over to Abel. She hits it off the top of the net. It skips across for the kill. Rylan Abel gets the kill. 15-6. Crookston gets the deficit down to single digits. Bruley will check out. Checking back in will be Funk. Now Bowman ready. She serves it. Taken by Flayton. Passed up to Nesvig. Now in the middle of the court. Big swing by Carenta, but it's handled nicely by Nesseth. The Pirates get it across. It'll be set up. Miscommunication by the Knights. 3 or 4 different players thought everybody else was going to get it. Nobody got it, and it'll be a point for the Pirates. 15-7. Crookston with 2 straight points. And now the serve is across, going to be passed up to Nesbig, and then a lift is going to be called on the Pirates. So Crookston called for a lift, and it's now 16-7. Serving will be Paulsrud. Paulsrud with the jump serve into the net. Kopecky checks out. Naomi Johnson checks back in for Crookston. Now the serve taken in the back row by Schroeder. That'll be passed, and she'll get it across. Pirates back on their side. They set up Abrams. Abrams hits it too far. Out of bounds. It's now 17-8. So I think they're going to ask for another ball, as I think the ball landed in some substance. Superintendent Berquist said it was wet. So we're bringing in a new ball. I haven't seen that before. At least early in the season, we see that quite a bit whenever the gyms are hot and humid and everybody's sweating like crazy. Now it's going to be Hoffman. She's going to get the set. She hits it down for another kill. Way too easy for Climax-Fisher, as Hoffman gets another kill, and Crookston wants another time out. We'll take one as well. We'll be back. 18-8 is the score in the second set. Climax-Fisher leads. They won the first set 25-10. They lead Crookston. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this on KROX. Well, after the timeout, the Pirates, they'll set it up to Naomi Johnson. She gets it across. Now the Knights hit it right back over. Abel at the net. It's a joust, and Schrader is able to win the joust. The Pirates hit it right back over. Now it's going to be set up to Hoffman. She tries for another kill, and she gets it. Peyton Hoffman, the 7th grader, gets another kill. She has back-to-back kills. It's now 19-8. Climax-Fisher with the lead. Model ready to serve. And the Pirates, Nesseth takes the serve. Abel going to set it up to Funk. Funk hits it across. Nesbig able to dig it out. Pirates hit it right back over. Now Nesbig going to set it up to Corinta. She hits it over. Now it's set up for Johnson. Johnson will just tap it across. There is Model. Gets it up to Nesbig. Now over to Corinta. She skips it off the top of the net. Johnson dives down, digs it out, and the Pirates get it right back over. Now it's Nesbig setting up Hoffman. Hoffman with a big kill. 3 straight kills by Brooklyn Hoffman. It's now 20-8. Climax-Fisher with the lead. Climax-Fisher, obviously without their top player, freshman Peyton Hoffman, will have surgery on a torn ACL. I'd hate to see anybody get injured. Now an attack by the Pirates. That's going to be Naomi Johnson. She'll get her first kill of the match. 20-9. Crookston looking for double figures here. Abrams ready. And the serve is across. Paulsrud going to set it up over to Schrader. Schrader hits it along the near sideline and just sneaks it in. Great placement by Schrader. We'll have a substitution, a couple of them, for Crookston. Abrams checks out. Peterson will check in. Nesbig will check out for Climax-Fisher, and Johnson will check in. 21-9. Climax-Fisher with the lead. Now the serve going to be taken by the Pirates. Abel going to bump it over to Nesseth. Nesseth mishits it, and it goes into the net. (22-9). Ready to serve is Corinta. Corinta ready. Jump serve. Floater taken by Bowman. Now Funk back to Bowman. Bowman bumps it across. Free ball for the Knights. It's going to be Corinta set it up to Hoffman. Hoffman sneaks it up over the blocker for another kill. 23-9. Knights 2 points away from taking a commanding 2-0 lead. Now the serve going to be crossed, but it just goes out of bounds. 23-10. Crookston hits double figures for the second straight set. That's been a challenge this year for the Pirates, as they have not won a set this season. Obviously, they haven't won a match either. Now checking in will be Abby Anderson, a junior, for Climax-Fisher. Serve is across. Taken by Parkin. Now it's going to be at the net. Anderson going to tap it across. Taken by Abel. Now Peterson gets it to Nesseth. The Knights with it now. They'll set it up to Anderson. Anderson hits it over, and she's going to get the kill. Anderson with the kill. It's now 24-10. And the Knight players loving that. Now it's going to be a serve across taken by Bowman. Now pass to Bruley. Bruley gets it over. Taken by Parkin. She is not able to, the ball goes right in front of the Knight bench. That's going to be a bad pass by the Knights. 24-11. We'll have another substitution. Flayton will check back into the match. And she is going to replace Cadence Corinta, who is in. Cadence had a nice JV match. She comes in for a moment. Now ready. High floating serve going to be taken by Flayton. It's going to be a set up to Paulsrud, who leaps up, hammers one across, but the Pirates are able to handle it, and they get it back over. Now the Knights, they're able to keep it alive. A great diving save for Kinley Corinta. The Pirates not able to get it over, and that is going to be a point for Climax-Fisher, and the Knights win the second set 25-11. 25-11. And the first set, Climax-Fisher won 25-10. So 25-10, 25-11. We go to set number 3 with Climax-Fisher leading 2-0. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this on KROX.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley with a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small-town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care.
The team at Riverview Health is getting stronger to serve you better. Riverview Health is pleased to welcome orthopedic surgeon Dr. Brennan Smith. Dr. Smith specializes in joint replacements and sports medicine. Dr. Smith is now seeing patients at Riverview Clinic in Crookston, East Grand Forks, and Thief River Falls. You know you'll be in good hands with Riverview Health when you need specialized care. For appointments, call 218-281-9595.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at gohugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Well, as we get ready for the third set, Climax-Fisher hoping it'll be the third and final set. The Crookston Pirates hoping it'll be the third of 5. Well, we'll see what happens here. Crookston has to get some things changed around here as Climax-Fisher has won the first 2 sets 25-10, 25-11. And the first serve, that's going to go out of bounds, and it's a 1-0 lead for Crookston as Climax-Fisher serves out of bounds. And the score, we're continuing from the last set. They have the score up there still. Now they wipe it out, so it's a 1-0 lead. And Maddie Abrams ready to serve for Crookston. And Maddie's serve is in there for an ace. Abrams with the ace gives Crookston a 2-0 lead, their largest lead of the match. 2 points. Now ready to serve again is Abrams. Maddie throws it up in the air, hits it into the net. Crookston's lead is 2-1. We'll have Nesbig checking out. Checking in will be Johnson for Climax-Fisher. Ready to serve will be Kinley Corinta. Corinta's serve is across to Bowman. She struggled on the serve receive, but luckily Funk was able to keep it alive. The Pirates hit it right back. They get it over, but then Brooklyn Hoffman is there for another kill. So a kill for Hoffman. It's tied up at 2 apiece. Now Abel for Crookston. Going to set it up over to Nesseth. Nesseth hits it up and over, and Hoffman is there. Gets it to Carinta, then over to Johnson, and Johnson hits it down for a kill. 3-2, 3 straight points for Climax-Fisher. Ready to serve is Carinta, the freshman. She hits it over. Taken by Bowman. Up to Abel. Now to Funk. Funk hits it over. Played by Carinta. Back to Flayton. To Hoffman. Hoffman bumps it across. Free ball for the Pirates. It'll be passed to Funk, and Funk hits it off the top of the net. It goes onto the Knight side. Now Hoffman will hit it right back over. Pirates with a free ball, but the pass is off the mark, and hitting it out of bounds will be Crookston. Four to 2 the score. Again, passing such an important part of volleyball. And the serve is across. Bowman digs it out. Now it'll be bumped over by Abel. Up over to Hoffman, and Hoffman will tap it right over to the near side for a kill, and another timeout's going to be called. 5-2 as Hoffman gets another kill. Climax-Fisher leading the third set, 5-2. They lead 2-0. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this on KROX. After the timeout, the Pirates will come back, and it's going to be a kill for Funk. 5-3, Crookston trails. On our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update, in the preliminary matches, JV, it was Climax-Fisher winning 2-0. C-Squad, Climax-Fisher won 2-0. Oh, a nice serve by Funk. That's in there for an ace just over the top of the net. Crookston within a 5-4 deficit, so the timeout worked for Crookston. Serving again will be Funk, one of those seniors on senior night. Serve is across, taken by Flayton. She's not able to handle it. Back-to-back aces by Funk. She has 3 straight points now, and we're tied up at 5 apiece. We'll have a substitution. Flayton will check out. Checking in will be Cadence Carinta. So we said Cadence played very well on the JV match, and now Maddie Abrams will check in. She is going to replace Peterson. Looks like Peterson's bleeding on the elbow. Yeah, she's bleeding on the elbow there. Man. So they're going to get that taped up. And now the set's going to go over to the far side. That was Johnson. She hits it across, gets it back, and then hits it right back over. Tegan Johnson with the kill. That breaks the 3-0 run by the Pirates, gives the Knights a 6-5. And the Knights a 6-5 lead. Ready to serve will be Parkin. She gets it across, taken in the back row by Funk. Her pass goes too far. 7-5. We'll call that an ace. Serving again, Parkin. A knuckleballer across. Got to be taken. Passed over near side to Bruley. Bruley hits it across, taken by Paulsrud. to Corinta, back to Paulsrud. She hits it down into the back row for a kill. Paulsrud with the kill. 8-5. Climax-Fisher answering Crookston's 3-0 run with 3 straight points of their own. Now Parkin ready to serve again. High floating serve this time, taken by Kopecky. Now off to Abrams. She tried to bump it across, and that's going to go into the net. 9-5. Serving again, Parkin. Serve taken by Abrams over to Abel. Abel tried to save it as she was running out of play. Goes off the side of her hands and shoots straight back. That'll be another tough pass by the Pirates. 10-5, Climax-Fisher with the lead. Parkin again ready to serve. Taken in the back row by Funk. Over to Nesseth, and that is going to be another Pirate error. Eleven to 5. Crookston's had 3 straight errors in a row. Now another high floating serve. This one sails too far, out of bounds. Now a service error for Climax-Fisher. We'll have a substitution for Crookston. Johnson will check back in, going to replace Abel. And Kopecky with the serve. It's going to be taken by Parkin, and that's going to be an ace. She dove down at the last second. And it's now an 11-7 deficit for Crookston. Kopecky with the ace. Now she's ready to serve again. The serve going to be taken by Parkin. Passed up over to Hoffman. Hoffman will tap it across. Johnson plays it. Now Bruley. Bruley bumps it over. And then hitting it right back will be Paulsrud, but it goes too far out of bounds. Crookston trails by 3, 11-8. Serving again will be Kopecky. She looks over the defense, now serves it up. It's going to be taken by Parkin again. Passed over to Paulsrud. Paulsrud, it's a little punch shot across. The Pirates keep it alive. Abrams is able to bump it across. Now it's at the net, tapping it right back over as Nesseth. Now it'll be Paulsrud on the big swing, and keeping it alive is Kopecky. What a nice play there. Now the Pirates hit it back over, and then miscommunication by Climax-Fisher. And Crookston gets the point. They trail 11-9. Now ready to serve will be Kopecky. And the serve taken in the back row, and the Knights not able to handle it. That'll be another ace for Kopecky. 11-10. Pirate student body getting into it a little more now, with the Pirates making a little bit of a rally, getting within 1. Kopecky ready to serve again. And it'll be taken by Parkin. Passed over to the far side to Paulsrud. It's blocked by Bruley, and we're tied at 11. Abigail Bruley with the block for the kill. We're tied at 11. And serving in this third set, with Crookston trailing 2-0. It was Climax-Fisher 25-10, 25-11. We're tied at 11 in set number 3. The serve is across, and the Pirates going to have miscommunication. Left is going to be called. Well, Bruley was right in a position to play that. Nesseth called her off for some reason, and it'll be a point for Climax-Fisher on the Crookston lift. It'll be Hoffman ready to serve. Hoffman gets it across, taken by Abrams. Now to Kopecky. She'll bump it up over to Johnson. Johnson hits it across, taken by Hoffman. Now it'll be set up to Paulsrud, and she hits one down for the kill. 13-11. Lucy Paulsrud. Very athletic sophomore. She does, well, Coach Slight said in the pregame show, she does a little bit of everything, and she definitely does that. As the serve goes out of bounds by Hoffman, it's now 13-12. Ready to serve will be Nesseth. She'll hit it across. Taken by the Knights. It'll be Nesbig passing it over to Model. Model hits it too far. Out of bounds. We're tied at 13. We're tied for the fourth time here in set number 3. We've been tied at 2, 5, 11, and now 13. The serve is across, taken by Hoffman. It's going to be a back set over to Paulsrud. Paulsrud across court shot. Actually went into the middle. Now the Pirates, a little miscommunication, but Funk able to play it at the last second. Hits it across. It'll be set up to Paulsrud. She hits it off a blocker, but Kopecky is there to play it. Now Abrams will bump it over. Hoffman going to get it up to Carenta. She'll set it up over to Model. Model hits it across. Kopecky digs it out to Nesseth. Now over to Johnson. Johnson bumps it across. It'll be set up over near side and hitting it down for the kill will be Paulsrud once again. 14-13. Good point there by both sides. Crookston looking to win their first set of the season. The serve for the Knights goes too far, out of bounds. We're tied at 14. Our fifth tie of set number 3. Now Bowman. She looks over to Coach Morgan, gets the serving instructions. It's going to be taken by Paulsrud. To Nesbig, now to Hoffman. Hoffman hits it across. Pirates, Kopecky going to set it up over to Funk. Funk hits it off a blocker. Pirates keep it alive. And now Abrams will bump it across. Hoffman dives down, and Knights will hit it across. The Pirates were caught napping and didn't react on the attack coming across, and Climax-Fisher gets the point. 15-14 the score. Ready to serve will be Paulsrud. It's going to be taken by Nesseth, hit right back to the Knights side. It'll be set up over to Model. She'll bump it across. Kopecky for Crookston. To Bowman, now to the near side to Abrams. She hits it off the blocker down for the kill. We're tied at 15. Tie number 6. Johnson will check out. Abel will check in. Abel ready to serve for Crookston. She gets it across, taken by Hoffman. Now it's passed over to the far side. Getting it across are the Knights. Pirates Abel gets it to Funk. Funk gets it into the back row. Hoffman can't play it. That's going to be a kill for Funk. Funk gets the kill, and Crookston takes a 16-15 lead. I'll see how Crookston handles this. They have not been in this position all season, leading this late in a set. They have not won a set. Now the serve is across for Crookston. It'll be a setup, and great placement by Kinley Carenta. She saw that all the Pirates were going over to the far side of the court, and she just snuck it off to the near side for the kill. We're tied at 16, our 7th tie of the set. Serve for Model across. Going to be passed over to Abel. Now to Kopecky. She'll tap it over. It'll be set up to Hoffman. Hoffman with a big swing. Dug out nicely by Abel for the Pirates. Now to Nesseth. Over to Abrams. Abrams bumps it across. Model for Climax-Fisher to Nesbig. Over to the far side. That'll go to Carenta. She hits it across and not able to handle it as Bowman. And Carenta will get back-to-back kills. And it's now 17-16. Climax-Fisher regains the lead. Nesbig ready. She hits it across to Nesseth. Now it'll be Abel setting it up to Kopecky. She'll hit it into the back row. Paulsrud is there. Gets it over to Carenta. And now to Model. She bumps it across. And diving down at the last second was Bowman. Now it'll be set up to Hoffman. She gets it over. Abel to Nesseth. Now over to Kopecky. She'll hit it into the far back corner and sneaks it in there for the kill. Great placement by Kopecky. for the kill, and we're now tied at 17. Our 8th tie. Been tied now at 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Ready to serve is Abrams. She needs to get this get this one across and over. And the serve, line drive, taken by Flayton, and it's tracked down by, well, we're going to call it an ace. It wasn't. Not able to track it down, and that'll be an ace for Abrams. And the Pirate student body, you can hear, here we go, Pirates, here we go. Now checking back in will be Cadence Carenta replacing Flayton. And Abrams going to serve again. Crookston leading 18-17. And the serve going to be taken by the Knights. It'll be passed up now over to Paulsrud. It goes off the rafters, and the Knights not able to play it, and a timeout is going to be called by Climax-Fisher with Crookston leading 19-17. So Climax-Fisher hit it into the rafters. And it's 19-17. Crookston leading set number 3, looking to win their first set of the season. Can they do it? Well, we'll find out as the Pirates taking their timeout, or the Knights taking a timeout here. And again, we said it's going to be interesting to see how Crookston handles this. They have not been in this position all season long. They have not led. Rarely in a match or in a set, let alone late in a set. Well, we should say Emma LaPlante is on the bench, but she probably not going to be playing here, but she is with her teammates as she is getting ready for state tennis next week. And now the Knights plan it up perfectly. They give a pass over to Kinley Carenta. She sneaks it across for the kill. Crookston's lead is now 19-18. How does Climax-Fisher react here? Well, the serve for the Knights going to be taken by Nesseth. Up to Abel. Abel to Funk. Funk hits it off. Not able to get it across. They're going to call 4 hits on Climax-Fisher. It's now 20-18. I think the most points Pirates have scored in a set this season is 21. Now ready to serve will be Funk. She's ready. Now hits it into the net. Oh, man. 20-19 is the score. Now the serve is across. It's going to be a Paulsrud passed up over and hitting it across and just sneaking it in. Will be Peterson. Peterson gets the kill. It's now 21-19. Just sneaking it in the back row was Peterson. Now serving will be Kopecky. McKenna ready. It's out of bounds. 21-20. Boy, the Pirates have not served very well in crucial situations here. They're 2 serves out of bounds or in the net. And the last 3 points. Now it'll be Hoffman hitting it across on the serve. Kopecky, her pass goes too far. Model is there, taps it right back down, and Model gets the kill. So Model has tied it up at 21. That'll be our 9th tie of the set. Now the serve, Pirates not able to handle it, and that's going to be an ace for Climax-Fisher. They now lead 22-21 after the Hoffman ace. And just like that, Climax-Fisher has a 22-21 lead. They're 3 points away from winning the set and the match. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this timeout on KROX. Well, after the timeout, Climax-Fisher, Hoffman is going to serve. Climax-Fisher leading 22-21. Knights trying to make sure they don't give Crookston their first set victory of the season. Now the pass. Peterson gets it up to Kopecky, and the Pirates' swing goes too far. Out of bounds. And it's a 23-21 lead now for Climax-Fisher. Ready to serve again, Hoffman. Hits it across, taken by Peterson. Up to Kopecky. She'll set it up over to Johnson. Johnson hits it into the back row. Hoffman dives down and digs it out, Parkin hits it across. Funk to Kopecky. A back set to Johnson. Johnson hits it again. Hoffman digs it out. Over to the Pirates side. The pass goes at the net. Paulsrud is there. Hits it down. And it's going to be a point as Crookston called for a lift. Crookston called for a lift. Now Hoffman serving for set and match point. Ready to serve is Hoffman. She gets it across, taken by Peterson. To Nessa, she'll sneak it across on the second attempt. That'll be a pass to Paulsrud. She hits it too far, out of bounds. Crookston stays alive. 24-22. It's the most points the Pirates have scored in a set all season with 22. They need to rattle off some more points, though, trailing 24-22. The serve, Parkin not able to handle it. That's going to be an ace. 24-23. Crookston stays alive. Nesseth with the ace. Needs to get this point to keep the set going. And the serve going to be taken by Hoffman. Now it'll go over to Paulsrud. Paulsrud just punches it over. The Pirates, Kopecky on the second attempt, gets it across, but Paulsrud is there. Now Nesseth, the Kopecky back to Abrams. Abrams hits it across. Now it'll be Paulsrud. She'll get set up, and she hits it out of bounds. And the Pirates stay alive. We're tied at 24. This is the 10th tie of the set. 24 apiece. Nesseth serves it up again. It'll be passed over to Paulsrud, and she blasts one down for the kill. Lucy Paulsrud. That was a no-doubter there. 25-24. Climax-Fisher serving for set and match point. Ready to serve as Nesbitt gets it across. Funk can't handle it, and Climax-Fisher wins the set and the match. They win 26-24 on the service ace for the Knights. And that is how the match ends. Climax-Fisher 3-0 over Crookston, 25-10, 25-11, 26-24. We'll take a break. We'll be back and have the post-match show. That's coming up right after this on KROX.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
This is Lindsay Erdman, Executive Director at Benedictine Living Community of Crookston. It is our privilege to serve the Crookston community and the surrounding area by offering a continuum of care ranging from assisted living, skilled nursing care, memory care, short-term stay and rehab, and outpatient therapy, including physical, occupational, and speech therapy. We also offer many employment opportunities with great benefits, on-site daycare, and a scholarship program. Contact us today at 218-281-3424 or benedictincrookston.org.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
softball,
baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis,
golf,
volleyball,
trap shooting, hockey,
basketball,
wrestling.
So we have a lot of sports.
and there is
orchestra,
Band,
choir,
visual arts,
speech,
theater,
Leo Club.
And Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot of going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is
my education destination.
With the fall season right around the corner, Grove Mechanical in Crookston is ready to prepare you for winter. They suggest having your heating system serviced regularly to keep things running smoothly. A skilled technician will clean and service your heating equipment to ensure safe and efficient operation. It's never too early to get ready for the upcoming winter season. Before the cold sets in, call Grove Mechanical today, your hometown heating and cooling professionals. Give them a call, 218-281-3863, or visit their website, grovemech.com.
For all of your automotive service needs, call Christian Brothers Ford here in Crookston. We have a service team to handle all of your vehicle's needs. Does your vehicle pull to the right or left? Call and schedule an alignment today. Proper alignment saves gas and wear on your tires. We're here to take care of your vehicle repairs and maintenance. Call Christopher or Jersey in the service department at 281-1338. Make an appointment today with the service department at Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, where we make it easy.
And welcome back to the post-match show as the Climax-Fisher Knights hold off the Crookston Pirates 3-0. It was 25-10, 25-11, then 26-24 in the third set. We had ties in the third set at, 2, 5, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and then we had 21. 24 were the ties, so we had 10 ties in the match. But Climax-Fisher, they finished with the set tied at 24 apiece. They had a kill from Paulsrud, and then they finished it off with a service ace. Fittingly for the Climax-Fisher Knights, they had several aces, and the Pirates' back row struggles continued again here this evening. We'll talk with both coaches. That's going to be coming up in our post-match show. But again, the final score is 3-0, 25-10, 25-11, 26-24. The final here from the Crookston High School Gymnasium. We'll take another break, and we will be back. We'll take a look. We'll see if we get the stats. But we'll talk with both coaches, and we'll take a look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. All that and more is going to be coming up as we continue. Coach Morgan making her way up, so we will talk with her here before we take our break. Well, she took a detour there. But we will keep it here and talk with her, see if we can run through some scores quickly. First in the JV match, it was a 2-0 win for Climax-Fisher. The C squad, it was Climax-Fisher winning that as well by a score of 2-0. Other scores that we have around the area, we can tell you that, let's pull those up here. First and high school volleyball, it was Sacred Heart beating the Northern Freeze 3-0. 25-19, 28-26, 25-9. Goodridge Grigla, they beat Stephen Argyle 23-25, 26-24, 25-21, 25-14. And then other scores that we have so far this evening, Bagley leads Warroad 2-1. And BGMR and Roseau, they're tied at one set apiece. Right now, BGMR leading Roseau in the third set, 23-17. Thief River Falls beat Foston, 25-16, 25-14, 25-22. Other scores that we can pass along, Fergus Falls leading Perham 2-1. And the third set just finished there. Yeah, and that's really about it in our area so far on the scores tonight. As we take a look at the Major Leagues scoreboard, first in Major League Baseball, Game 1 of the ALCS. It's the Yankees leading Cleveland 4-1 in the bottom of the 6th inning, 2 outs there. The Mets beat the Dodgers 7-3. That series is tied at 1 apiece. Monday Night Football, the Bills leading the Jets 20-10. We're approaching halftime of that game, and we'll join up with that game after the completion of our post-game show a few minutes after that. So be looking for that. And just got the stats for Crookston, and they were led in digs by Rylan Abel and Joey Nesseth with 5 apiece. And blocks, Abigail Bruley had 2. Kills, 3 apiece for Maddie Abrams and Bruley. Aces, 2 apiece for Kopacki, Funk, and Abrams. And assists, 5 for Kopacki, 4 for Rylan Abel, the stat leaders for the Crookston Pirates. We have Coach Katie Morgan of the Pirates making her way up. And, well, first of all, Coach, it was an exciting finish to the match. That's the most, let's see here. Oh, there, that's why. Somebody turned that down.
There we go.
Hey. And, well, an exciting end of the match. You fall 26-24, and that's the most points you've scored in a set this season.
Yeah,
and
super exciting.
Had your chances, there's no doubt about that, but what a way to battle for your girls.
Yeah, absolutely. It was super fun to see them, fight back after set 1 and 2. It wasn't, super exciting to come out, set 1 and 2, 10 and 11 points, but it was it was great to end the match and senior night tonight on that last set.
To start off this set, it didn't go well. Well, you scored the first point. Maddie Abrams had a kill, then they scored 5 straight points, but then you battled back. You had back-to-back kill from Abigail Bruley. And then she had a block for a kill to get you within 7-5, but then you just couldn't keep that momentum going.
Yeah, for sure. And, like you kind of mentioned some of our younger girls, and, they have some big shoes to fill, but it's been fun seeing them in the last few matches here, kind of stepping up and playing with some confidence, and, that's going to be excited going forward.
Bruley, a freshman, she's got a lot of, well, you have a lot of freshmen and sophomores on your team, but Bruley, really, it seems she gets more confidence each match since she's been playing a little more.
Yeah, she does, and she has probably the most confidence on our whole squad. She comes to practice every day with her head held high, and we just kind of say, like, maybe some of you need to steal some of her confidence. And so that's really fun that we have a girl that we can maybe bum some confidence off every once in a while.
Well, and she she's very smart with her net play, and maybe not the tallest player, but she has those long arms. But one of your taller players, and she's only a freshman, so hopefully a few more inches to go.
Yeah, and I kind of always have to remind myself, she came from junior high volleyball last year, which is a whole different ball game. Jumping from, she played a few JV matches, and then with some, unforeseen things, she had to jump from, there up to varsity, and I think she's filled in that spot very well.
And the second set, again, you trailed 6-4, and again, Bruley had a kill to get you within 2, and Nesseth had a kill in that stretch as well. But you ran into, they had a couple service aces in a row that sort of maybe just put that doubt in your mind again.
Yeah, for sure. And then we kind of started to, get our communication. We'd lose our communication, and we weren't talking to each other. And, that's a huge part of volleyball is, just talking, where's the ball at, who's it going to, who's taking it. And, we kind of lost that in that second set, and we kind of had to do a reset, and I kind of thought I saw that coming back in the the second half of that set.
In the third set, you were tied at 2. You were tied at 5. You had Funk had a kill and then back-to-back aces, so she was responsible to tie you up at 5 on her own almost there. But then you were tied at 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and it was just back and forth, and really a hard-fought match by both teams.
Yeah, absolutely, and it was really fun to see Kinsey step up in that senior leadership role, and she really had a really fun that third set. She really stepped it up in the front row, and she had some really awesome serves as well.
When you were tied at 17, Abrams had an ace, and then Climax-Fisher was called for 4 hits, and you led 19-17. And I said, this is a point where your girls haven't been this season. You were leading late in the set, And I thought they handled it pretty well for the most part. You kept on battling back and forth and didn't fall apart by any means.
Yeah, absolutely. That was really fun to see the girls. Like you said, we've never led, and especially that, deep into the set. And it was really fun to see how the girls, kind of stayed calm out there, but still had energy and, knew what to do with the ball. And I felt like they were, playing to win the set rather than just playing to lose or playing not to lose.
You did give up 4 straight points and trailed 21-19, but the Climax-Fisher had a serve out of bounds, and then you had a kill for the 9th tie at 21 apiece, and then you were tied again at 24, and it was Nesseth had an ace, and everybody chipped in, it seemed like.
Yeah, for sure, and that's kind of been the story of the whole season is everybody's kind of, stepped up when needed, and it's really great that we have that many, assets.
How do you build off this third set with that momentum and having such a close? I know it's moral victories, but at this point in the season, to score the most points you have in a set this season, you got to take that into a big section match with Roseau.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've just kind of in the second half of our season, we've started to just kind of have little tiny goals. Make it to 10 points. We did that multiple times now, and then it's like, all right, we got it to 10, let's make it to 15. They sound so little and like kind of pointless, but they're really big wins for us. And, it's kind of paid off now, like tonight. Like, now we haven't ever made it to 24 points, and the girls were extremely excited. And just those little wins are just going to, really propel us into, the section game tomorrow and then into sections, going into next week. Because, it is going to be tough, those, these games coming up. And I think just knowing that we can and we have that confidence going into, these next couple weeks, that'll be really big.
Overall thoughts on the match?
Overall, I think it was really fun. It was great to see so many people in the crowd, and it was super fun to see or hear the crowd be loud. We haven't had a loud crowd in a while, so that was fun. And the girls played very well to give the crowd something to cheer about. So that was really fun.
Well, it was fun, and it's good. The girls in front of a big crowd, they rose up to it and gave them something, as you said, something to cheer for, and so that was fun and a good night. So now you head up to Roseau for the final match of the regular season. What do you know about the Rams?
I think it's going to be kind of similar tonight, really scrappy and, a lot of front row action. But I think, our defense and our serve receive has really, really progressed in the last couple weeks. So overall, I'm hoping it's going to be a long bus ride, but I'm hoping we can get off and stretch those bus legs and have a good match.
Coach, thanks for talking with us, and best of luck at Roseau tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you. That is the head coach of the Crookston Pirates, Coach Katie Morgan. We thank her for coming up and talking with us here in the post-match show. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back. We'll talk with Coach Brenda Slight of the Climax-Fisher Knights. That's going to be coming up right after this on KROX.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley with a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small-town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care.
The team at Riverview Health is getting stronger to serve you better. Riverview Health is pleased to welcome orthopedic surgeon Dr. Brennan Smith. Dr. Smith specializes in joint replacements and sports medicine. Dr. Smith is now seeing patients at Riverview Clinic in Crookston, East Grand Forks, and Thief River Falls. You know you'll be in good hands with Riverview Health when you need specialized care. For appointments, call 218-281-9595.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at gohugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
And welcome back to the post-match show, as we're now joined by the head coach of the Climax-Fisher Knights, Coach Brenda Slight. And Coach, well, first of all, an exciting match, but you're able to take care of business in the first two sets, 25-10, 25-11, and you jumped out to 5-1 leads in both sets, and you had to be happy with how your team came out right away.
Absolutely. You know, I felt like the girls, they played aggressive. You know, they were talking, they were moving, and they were all in sync with each other, and that's what you want out of the team to start off the game. And I felt like, they were working really, really hard. They were looking for holes, and, our hitters were really ready to swing.
Mm-hmm. You had Hoffman came out. You had Tegan Johnson had some kills early on. It was a little bit of everybody. You also had, I shouldn't have started mentioning names, but it was just, everybody that was playing was chipping in. You also had Corinta had a few kills early on, and it just seemed like everybody was, as you said, was just ready to go.
Absolutely, and I said that right away in our post-game or our pregame, that it could be anybody's night. We're all pretty even, and everybody's ready to swing, and I thought the setters did a nice job making decisions out there, changing things up, and, finding those girls that were ready to hit. And I don't know, I really did. I do feel as a team we played a really nice game.
In the first set, Crookston got within a 7-5 deficit, but then you were able to finish strong. You outscored them 18-5 the rest of the way. What was the big difference?
Just playing smart. And I think that's exactly what the girls did. They came out there, they were finding the holes, they were placing the ball where, Crookston wasn't. And, it was just, we always tell the girls smarter, not harder. And I think the girls, utilized that. And, they swung when they needed to swing, but they tipped and put the ball where it needed to be when need be.
And you had a lot of points, maybe not directly off of your attacks or serves, but in the back row, you caused a lot of problems for Crookston with their back row.
Yep, I do feel we have a lot of power, and I think the girls utilize that every single night. Lucy Paulsrud, she has a lot of power. You can kind of put her, like I said, anywhere. You can put her in the back row, in the front row. We were missing without Claire Erickson tonight. She did go home sick before the match started, so we had to juggle a little bit and put some places where, they hadn't played yet. But I thought, the two came in, Peyton Schrader and Emma Schultes came in, and, they played that part well tonight. And, we shuffled a lot of girls in and out, but, I thought the girls came in and they played their role and they did a nice job.
The second set was almost a carbon copy of the first set. You jumped out to a 5-1 lead for the second straight time, and you just it was 6-4 this time, and then you sort of dominated the rest of the way, and it was more of the same. You had Brooklyn had, I think, 3 kills in a row just by herself, but then it was just, again, and he shed a couple aces as well to really get you going.
Yep, it's that consistency. And, Brooklyn, she's, she might be young, but she's very powerful, and she's a smart volleyball player, and, she knows where to put the ball, and I think she did a good job in that second set doing that. And, she couldn't have done it without her, her setters, getting her the ball and placing the ball where she needed it, and I think that's what you got to give credit to is the setters.
Your passing was pretty solid all night tonight.
Yep, we do have a pretty good passing team. As long as we get our feet there and we get the nice position of our shoulders, the girls are good passers, and it was nice because the girls were able to adjust. A few nights ago we were getting the balls a little hit harder at us, and having to make that adjustment tonight, not knowing exactly where those balls were going to go, but I thought the girls did a nice job back there.
The third set, that was an exciting one. It was back and forth. There was ties at 2, 5, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and you're tied at 17, and they recorded an ace, and then you were called for 4 hits or just had a little miscommunication there, and you trailed 19-17 and called a timeout, I think, at that point, and then you scored 4 straight points. What was the big difference there?
You got to give the credit to Crookston. They took that motivation away from us, and I kind of felt like we were starting to play down and kind of get in our heads a little bit, and getting a little comfortable. So situations like this, it's good for your team to have to battle back after being down. When you feel like you've already had the match, and clearly they did not. So this is a good learning thing for those girls to learn that it can be anyone's game, and you have to play until the very end.
So it was tied at 21 and then tied again at 24 after you hit out of bounds. But you end the match with a kill and an ace. And they got the points when you needed them.
Absolutely. I could tell Lucy on her kill on that one, she was angry and wanted to put it down. And that's exactly what she did. Even though we said be smarter, that's Lucy's game.
Yep.
Lucy's a powerful hitter, and it was the perfect set. So she wailed away on it. And then, it's always nice to end the match with a nice serve.
And are you aggressive? You were pretty aggressive for most of the night, but you're really able to place most of your serves, it seemed like.
Yeah, we do have good servers. I could tell the girls where to put the ball, and they're going to put it there. So, credit to them and being smart and knowing when to play that cat-mouse game. Okay, I'm going to hit hard now. Now I'm going to hit soft, and just trying to find the weaknesses on the other side and, keep pinpointing, where their holes are. And I think the girls did a nice job.
Overall thoughts on the match?
We just got to keep learning and keep playing. If they can't be comfortable right now because tomorrow night we play Ada Borup and the next week are playoffs. So there's a lot of things that we need to work on before next week.
Well, that'll give you a good test. Ada Borup, and they're you're right in the middle of things. They're towards the top of their subsection, but a good test before playoffs to go in and see where you what you can do against Ada. And I would say you are going to go in thinking you have a pretty good, a very good shot of winning.
Yep, and I told the girls go in hungry. Go with a little chip on your shoulder. We're the underdogs, and you got to go in swinging, and you got to give it everything you have until the very end.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the win, and we wish you best of luck against the Cougars tomorrow, and we'll probably see you in the playoffs.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you. That's Coach Brenda Slight. We thank her for joining us here in the post-match show as the Climax-Fisher Knights come away with a 3-0 victory over Crookston, 25-10, 25-11, and 26-24. That, I think, should about do it for our post-match show again. Goodridge Grigla, they beat Stephen Argyle 23-25, 26-24, 25-21, 25-14. Other scores that we have on the volleyball front tonight was Sacred Heart beating the Northern Freeze 3-0. You also had, let's see, other scores. Not a lot of finals in yet. Warroad and Bagley are going to a fifth set as they're tied at, obviously, 2 apiece. And BGMR leading Roseau 2-1, and BGMR leading Roseau in the fourth set 15-12. Thief River Falls beat Foston by a score of finals that we have. Game in progress. Burgess Falls leading Perham 2-1 as they go to the fourth set there. And well, that's about it on the scoreboard scene for tonight. Again, in Monday Night Football, it's the Bills leading the Jets 20-17 as they're 16 seconds in to the second half. Again, we'll join up with that in about 10-15 minutes after we wrap up here. And then we have the Yankees leading Cleveland by a score of 4-1 in the bottom of the seventh inning. There, the Mets beat the Dodgers earlier today as well, 7-3 to tie that series at 1 apiece. We'll have the story. We'll have the stats. We'll have the scoring, pictures, the video replay, and more, all available on our website at kroxam.com. Click on sports. We will not. We'll have high school football on the air tomorrow, as we'll have 9-player football. Stephen Argyle, the Storm, they're 6-1 on the season. They're going to be hosting the 4-3 Park Christian Falcons. We'll have that game right here on KROX. 5:30 the pregame. 6 o'clock will be the kickoff from Argyle. We'll have that on KROX tomorrow. Then Wednesday we'll have high school football again. It'll be Crookston hosting Hawley. And the regular season finale, it will be a 6:20 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff. Thursday we'll have college volleyball. Bemidji State will be hosting UMC. We'll have that right here on KROX. And then, that'll be it for the high school sports for the weekend. And then Monday, we'll have play-in volleyball for Section 8A. Tuesday, we'll have reports from state Class A tennis, where Crookston will, we haven't found out who they play yet, but Crookston should get the number 2 seed at the state tournament, 2 or 3 at the worst. And so they'll be down at the state tournament Tuesday playing the first round. And then if they win, they would play Thursday and Friday, or excuse me, Wednesday as well. And the semifinals and championship. If they lose, they would go to the consolation round there. And, that's our schedule here for the next week. We'll have Tuesday, we'll have Crookston next Tuesday, a week from tomorrow. We'll have the first round of the section football playoffs. Crookston will be at Barnesville. That is 99.9% for sure. 100% really, but we don't want to say it until it's 100% official. And then Wednesday, we'll have Pirate Volleyball in the Section 8AA first round. It looks like right now they'll probably be going to Wadena, but that could change here with the matches today and tomorrow and the rest this week as well. So stay tuned. We'll keep you updated, but that's our schedule here for the next week and a half. So be listening for that. Again, the final from the Crookston High School Gymnasium was the Climax-Fisher Knights 3-0 over Crookston, 25-10, 25-11, 26-24. We'll have the story, stats, scores, pictures, and more on our website, KROXAM.com. Click on sports. Thanks for tuning in, and have a great evening, everybody.